I said in the area city, I said that man is not flesh, bones, and blood. Man is more than that. Man is spirit. So uh, we are able to see man because God built a physical body so that man can live and operate here on earth. So everyone that operates here on earth operates using the body. So it means man has a moral authority over this earth because he has an element in himself that makes him a bona fide ruler of this earth. So when man dies, man, that is the body, is the one that dies. But when we talk about death, what it means is the separation of spirit and body. That's what we call death. So that's why when you look at scriptures, they don't talk about death, they talk about sleep. What it means is like the body goes to the ground where it came from. But then the body goes back to where it came from. So death actually could be termed as the separation between the spirit of man and the body of man. So when the body of man gets separated from the spirit of man, what happens is that the body rots because the body does not have power. The body does not have life of its own. It needs the power of life that comes from the spirit. That's why we see that a person, when he dies, when the spirit is disconnected from the body starts, decomposing. The body starts, contracting, and then it now breaks until it becomes dust, because body has no life of its own without the spirit. So never subscribe to these dogmas that money dies, and sometimes people, they just burn the body, and maybe they destroy the body. I think that's the end of it. No, we don't end here. We just get separated from our bodies, and definitely the spirit goes where the spirit stays by itself, because the spirit cannot stay here without a body. So what happens is either it has to have a body, or it has to relocate, go back where the spirits can live by themselves. So as I said, that the heavens or the spirits have their own abode, the place where they reside, where spirits can live easily, and that is the spirit world. And that's what we call heavens or whatever. So they have their own estate, they have their own places in which God designed them to operate. Now the earth, God created it to be a place where the spirit connects with the physical bodies and forms a soul. And souls, they are the ones that lives here. Your human souls, they are the one that lives here, and that's why you find even the animals, they should have bodies, so everything, whether it's trees, they should have bodies. So everything that is here, it must have body, and it should be able to be touched, to be felt. It's physical. So that element, that's what everything, whether it's a tree, it dies and it decomposes. Whether it's an animal, it dies, it decomposes, because all of these are physical elements that are coming from the earth. And a man is the same, but the only difference is that the man has a spirit. So when you say someone else has died, what we initially are talking about is that the body has separated with the spirit. And the spirit, when it is separated from, it can also live here. It cannot also live here. It must go where the spirits reside. So that's why it goes where the spirits are. So that's what I would want to say right now. So when God created man, that's what we say, God took the spirit and then he combined it with the body, and then he formed the dust, and he made a body from the dust. And those elements, when they came together, then man was created as a physical being, not as a spiritual being. So it means that the moment you die, the spirit goes there. So one day you die, but that will not be the end of you. They will not just chuck you in the ground and that's the end of you. No. All your brothers or your sisters, your mothers, whatsoever, they are there. Only that they are not in this physical world because their spirit was separated from the body. So your body, yes, it was cast in the ground, it was buried there, and you cried, I've lost it. Yes, they cannot be here, but the spirit is still there. So your parents, your brothers, your sisters, whatever you lost, they are there. Only that they have transcended into the spirit world where we all came from. So that's what it is. This is very important for every believer to understand, but also every human being to understand that we are not just flesh, blood, and bones. We are more than that.